Okay, boys. In this one, we're going to talk about exactly what you should do when texting a girl on a dating app. Now, you probably get ignored very often. You probably get blocked. You probably just get left on red. Now, I'm going to give you 5 ways of how you can stop that from happening. I learned from my mistakes and I made many. So, number 1, be playful, be funny, be charismatic. Don't ask interview-like questions like I did before. Oh, what's your favorite kind of vegetable? What dog do you have? How many siblings do you have? What school did you go to? Where do you work? You know, all of these questions, they can be left for your 3rd, 4th, 5th date. Man, you should not be discussing any of these things while texting a girl. This will completely bore her and you will be left on red. She'll just go to another guy and pick another guy to ask something more interesting, and she'll just text him. She'll just ignore you or maybe even block you. You have to be playful. You have to be funny. You have to be a little bit flirtatious. You have to come across as a charismatic and funny person. You can't be asking her interview-like questions. This will bore her so much. This is all that's necessary to grab her attention. If you send her something unique, if you send her some unique thing that she's never heard of before, if you just type whatever you want that interests you, this will make her more interested in you individually, because she gets all of the generic little questions every single day. This woman that you're texting right now, she gets over 100 texts a day from different men. You probably only get like 2 texts a day. Say something funny and flirtatious about a certain thing that you like about this girl. She will appreciate it. She'll actually want to talk to you. You have to lead the conversation just like you would lead a relationship, like a masculine man should. You lead the conversation to a direction that you want it to go. If she asks any boring ass questions that you don't care about, if she picks a topic to talk about and you don't care about that topic, just ignore that message. Lead the conversation in the way you want the conversation to go. This will show her that you are a leader. This will be very attractive to her. Now, number 2, you have to be respectful. You have to treat this woman like it was your daughter or your mother. Don't ask her for nudes. Don't ask her for any pictures with, I don't know, her boobs or anything else. Don't ask that kind of shit. This will get you blocked instantly. If you ask for nudes, I have complete disrespect for you. You are not going anywhere in life, my man. You have to be respectful to every woman just like you would be to your boys. Be respectful and treat her with the same respect as you would treat your mother or your daughter. You can't make any overly sexual hints at the beginning. This will turn her off. Number 3. Move her away from the dating app as soon as possible. Now, she gets hundreds of messages on Tinder and all the other dating apps combined. You don't get as many messages, so maybe it's different for you. So she gets all of these messages while you're texting her. She'll get distracted by some Chad. She'll get distracted by someone who's better looking than you, and she'll get distracted by someone who's more charismatic and funny than you. What you have to do is, you have to move her away from that dating app. What you have to say is, and this is key, you have to ask for her number and move the conversation to WhatsApp. Now, it has to be WhatsApp. It cannot be any other app. It has to be WhatsApp for one particular reason, and this is because it's more professional. It also has to be WhatsApp because of my other point that I'm going to make in number 4. If you're texting this girl on the dating app, she has so much more choice and distractions on this app. While you're texting her, other men are texting her at the same time. Do you think she's not going to check any other messages while texting you? This is a complete mistake. It's a rookie mistake. Do not text her on the dating app for longer than 30 minutes. After a half an hour of texting her, move the conversation to WhatsApp. That gets me to number 4. Send her a voice note. Now, what will sending her a voice note show? It will show that you're confident. It will show her that you're a real person, and it will show her that you are special, because not many men send her voice notes. Most men just send texts. By sending her a voice note, you are going to stand out from the crowd. This will make you special in some way, and she will be much more attracted to you in this way. Because 1, she gets to hear your voice. 2, she knows that you're actually a real person. And 3, she actually knows that you're a little bit more serious than the other men are. This will be really attractive to her. This one is not talked about a lot, and I know a lot of men are actually afraid of sending voice notes because they're shy of their voice or something like that. What are you going to do on your first date when you actually talk to the girl? Are you just going to keep silent? No. Well, then send her a voice note. I can tell you exactly what you can say on your first voice note that you send her on WhatsApp. Say, oh, hey, what's up? Thanks for adding me on WhatsApp. I hate using dating apps, so I just thought I'll talk to you on WhatsApp. Seems like you're a really nice girl and I want to get to know you better and not be distracted by the dating apps. This can be exactly what you can say. You can be creative and say something else, but it has to be something along those lines. Now, one thing might happen when you send her that voice note, and that's going to be that she's going to get creeped out and she will not text you again. And this is actually a very good thing, because this is called natural selection. She is not worth it. This girl has some kind of issues that prevent her from going deeper. This is going to be a girl that's going to waste your time. So if she ignores you or just stops talking to you, this is a girl that you don't want any contact with. So that's a very good thing. If the girl responds to your voice note and says something like, "Oh, I actually love your voice," if she sends you a voice note back, you're after winning, because now you can plan your next date, you can plan anything else, and just be flirtatious. Talk to her, be charismatic, be funny, keep it up. Keep sending voice notes. This is the best way you can keep a girl interested in you. So many men just keep texting the girl and they don't ever send a voice note. This is such a rookie mistake. You're going to stand out from the crowd by doing that. So that brings me to number 5 and my last point. Ask her on a date. Now, the date has to be a coffee date or a walk. These are the best kind of dates in my opinion. They are very neutral and they have to be picked in a neutral setting, like a coffee shop or a local park. It has to be a neutral situation for one reason. You don't want to scare her off because she doesn't know you. A neutral situation is going to be a lot more safe for her and she's going to trust it, and she's going to want to go on a date with you a lot quicker rather than going to someone's house. And that's a point I want to make. It cannot be any of your homes. The first date cannot happen in your house and the first date cannot happen in her house. It has to be a neutral situation. Again, be playful on your date, be funny, be charismatic, and show her the same person that you were while texting her or sending her voice notes. Be the exact same person, because that's the kind of person that she liked, so don't be any different from your texting game. Do the exact same thing. Your first date with this girl should be all about getting to know the girl. You have to get to know each other and see if this is the kind of person that you would like to date in the future. If your first date didn't go as well as you planned, or maybe that girl just wasn't your type, just be honest with her. Say, "You know what, I had great fun on this date, but you're just not my type." And wish her luck. This will make her respect you because you're being honest and you're not leading her on or ghosting her. The worst thing that you can do to this girl is ghost her. You should ask her on a date way before a week of you talking. It cannot be over a week, because if you're talking over a week on just plain texting or sending voice notes, you're never going to meet each other. You have to ask her on a date within the week. If you followed all of these steps in chronological order, you will have great success in finding the person that you'll actually want to date in the future. Make sure you don't skip any steps from this video, because then it just won't work. So I'm done talking. Now it's your turn to make the move. Good luck and peace.